The most important thing in your design is the point of attraction. And the first thing the eyes see is what they want to see in your design. So it comes in an arrangement. Do you understand? It comes in an arrangement. So let me give you an example. That's why I got this paper. Um, I have which one do you see first? Which one is your attention going to first? Which? Here, right? Which one do you go for? The image, right? You is read me. Is read me you go for. Image, raise up your hand. Read me, raise up your hand. Okay, so why I say it's psychology is that both of them complement themselves, right? But something you need to understand anytime you are designing is that the image speaks first before the text. The image speaks first before the text. Now, in cases where you don't have images to use, your text becomes your point of attraction. Do you understand? Now, how you now design your text to pass that message across, the text will perform the function of both image and typography. Are you getting my point? In cases where you don't want to use images, your text will now perform the work of both typography and imagery. Do we understand it? So there are some designs where you don't even see image. Have you seen such designs before? You don't get to see image, but the way the text is being done is so beautiful to an extent that, oh, it has served the purpose of the message it wants to pass across. Now, the second thing you need to understand is that always place the message as the most important thing in your design. The what? The message. When I started design, I was also focusing on the paparazzi. I want to bring this, I want to bring this. At the end of the day, my message is being drawn, as in it's drawn. What's the English? Like when you draw something inside the water. Drown. Thank you, Jerry. Drowned. That's the English. Drowned. My message is drowned, while the distractions is what people say. So place your message as the most important, because that's what you want to communicate. Do we understand? Do we understand? So, after we've seen this image, what next comes to, let's say the text, right? Then the other information here, isn't it? Then we get here. So at a time when I have so many information on my flyer, I use arrows, like arrows to direct your eyes to where I want you to go at what time, right? I do the arrows in such a way that it will unconsciously direct you to where I want you to go. And there is a way I do my designs that, or designs is meant to be, that your eyes does not go outside of the design. Your eyes does not go out of the design. It blocks your eyes from going out. Do you understand? And that's why this is here. So by the time you are done looking at this one, you hardly would want to go out. Do you understand? Imagine that all this design, all these graphics now is on this side, and this place is empty. How would it look? Like everything here is on this side. This place is empty. Would it look nice? So your eyes will just be here, and you wouldn't know what to feed it on. So the first question you want to ask, what is this space doing here now? So in design, you design in such a way that you don't let the eyes of your audience go out of the design. So these are basic principles when you're designing. In case we are using any other software or any other design platforms. Yeah. And there's also something called emphasis. Emphasis. Please, I might not remember these things any other time. There are also something called emphasis. So now look at this. We use boxes or color shades to emphasize on particular aspects in your design. Color shades, for instance, if I have this information now, and I know that this next information is very important for my audience to see, what do? I give it a different color shade, or a color shade that matches that design template, but we emphasize that aspect for you to feed your eyes on. Do you understand? And that's why I kept this box here. So if this box is here, I might give it, if this whole color is white, I might give this guy black. Do you understand? And place my text, my typography on it as white. Are you understanding what I'm saying? Please, I want you to note these things so that when you start designing, I won't need to explain it again. All right? Then, your audience eyes will now be on this guy. After they've seen the whole image and the whole typography, you now tell them, oh, this is the next thing I want you to see. And how do you do that? You use color boxes to emphasize it. Are you getting me? Right? So, another thing you need to understand is gradients. Gradients. There's something called gradient in design. Gradients. Please write. You're not writing, Joshua. Write it down. Gradients. Before now, this also has to do with color. It has more to do with color. So gradients. Before now, we don't use gradients. We used to think that it's the amateurs that use gradient. But you know what's crazy now? Gradient is so important in design now. It's so important in design. So what gradient does is it mixes one or more colors with almost the same shades. It mixes them together to give you a beautiful hue of color, right? So you can have blue, have another shade of blue, have another shade of blue, have another shade of blue, added all together, right? And you use it to form a background. You use it to form a background on your design. So gradients are important, right? Gradients are important. You can use gradients on your background. You can use it on your text. You can use gradients in your text, but there are ways we use gradients in Illustrator. There are ways let me open my Illustrator so I can start doing that immediately. There are ways we use gradients on Illustrator. We are on typography today. Typography and alignment. So by the time I'm done with typography and alignment, we go straight into Illustrator. I don't want to waste time. So these things I'm saying, you will need it. Please, you will need it. Because we'll be doing them today. All right? Are you done? Are you done copying? Okay, please. All right, so I was talking about gradient, right? My Illustrator is still opening. Let it open. So when you want to put your gradient on a text, there's something we call outlining. Please write that down. Outlining. Now, if you take a design to a printer, right? They are going to ask you, show the curve way. Show the curve way. Show the curve way. So what they are asking you is, have you outlined it? Right? Have you outlined it? Because if you take that graphics and you give it to a printer and they put it on their graphic, either on a different graphic platform, what it does is it scatters the text, it scatters the typography. Do you understand? But if you are able, I'll show you how to outline. It's very easy. if you're able to outline your text, it would turn that text into a vector. Remember what I told you about the vector? Can you remember what I told you about the vector? Who can remember what I said about vectors? Exactly. And they don't eat. You know, I was talking about something that was eating last week, right? Images that eat. Vectors don't eat, right? Vectors don't eat. If you, no matter how much you enlarge them, they don't eat. So it turns that text into a vector, and you can now apply any effect on it. If you don't turn it into a vector, you can't apply effect on it. Do you understand? So it is on that outlined text, right, that you can now add, is it gradient? You can do that. Is it you want to put another image entirely, right? You want to put another image entirely on, is it on it already? Okay. Okay, okay, you knew the file I got it from. You want to put another image entirely on that text, you can do that. So how do you get an image on a text? Like, it's just an O. So you want to put that image on that text. How do you do that? You do that, we call it clipping mask. Clipping mask. Write these things down. You'll be doing them today. So it's better as I'm explaining them now. So by the time you get into practical, you'll be doing them straight. We call it clipping mask. Clipping mask. Yeah? Yeah, put text on the image. It's called clipping mask. Or put image on the text. Aroshomodi. Arodimosho is the same thing. What's the first thing you have to do? You have to outline first. What did I say outlining? Can you remember what I said about outlining? If you don't outline your text, you cannot put in any other effect on it. Do we get it? Hope I'm not speaking Swahili, guys. Are you understanding me? Eh? Okay. You have to outline. By the time you are done outlining, you can now add any other effect on it. Do you get it? Now, aside outlining, there's another thing we call it blur. Blurring. There are effects. There are different effects. I'm going to show you where they are. We have blurring. We have feather. Right? We have blurring. We have feather. We have skew. Skew is SKEW. You'll see all those things. Don't worry. Once this opens. Okay. So, am I on? We have what is called skew. Now, look here. Here. Are you seeing? Oh, sorry. Here, when I see effects, this guy here, effects, you have a lot of effects to play with, right? And this applies to your text and your images. Now, you can combine about 10 backgrounds, 10 different images in one background, and use it to make one background. It's possible, right? And how you do that is by using this guy here, this effect panel here. So I can bring different images, different things, but relating to themselves. I can reduce one's opacity. I can increase. I can blur it. I can do a lot of things. I just want it to look like one. Where I do that is my effects here. Do you understand? It's my effects here. So by the time we are done with alignment and typography, we are going to get straight into effects and how to use typography. So those are what we are going to do. So I've talked about clipping mask, isn't it? I've talked about outlining, isn't it? Right? Those two things you learn to do them today. And how to put effect on your project, on either typography, on your image or anything, right? So we'll be working with an example of an image or a graphic example. We will want to replicate it, right? At least if we don't finish replicating it, we'll try to do something close to it. You meet up. Okay, guys, so create new web. Let's go. Create new web. Have you done that? Good. So where did it take you to? right? So, or common, whichever. Now, right? So look beside look at the right hand side. Yeah, so you're here already. So this is your artboard, isn't it? Zoom out. What do you zoom out with? Don't close this up. It's just showing you tutorials. Zoom out. What do you zoom out with? Remember, control zoom out, control minus. Control minus. Here you go. Press down your control. So that zoom in, control plus. Control minus, control plus. Right? Yeah. Minus, control plus. Right? Do we get that? Everyone, do we get zoom out and zoom in? Right? Are we on the same page? I need us to move on the same page so that we don't leave anyone out. Yeah. Me, are you fine? Where are you? Click that off. Okay. Cancel the. Go to. Get out. Okay. Your names again, everybody. Let's get your names again. I remember Miss Abigail. Am I right? Miss Abigail, isn't it? Hey. Oh, don't let me go and flunk. Somebody is Tayo. Tayo did not. Are you Tayo? No. Hey, father. Yeah, let's remember. This is Ayo. You are Tayo. Okay. You have two Tayos. I know one Tayo did not come. Okay. I've forgotten his name. Olumide. Father Lo. Kolade. Thank you, Jerry. Your name again. Shola. What's your name? Huh? Omolola. That's Papa. And Tayo. Watife. Okay, I got everyone. Kolade. Ayo. Alright. Miss Abigail. Shola. She's Mufe. Mufe Oluwa. I'm Kayode. So you don't know all of you don't know my name. For the newcomers, Abby. Miss Abigail she just used wisdom for me. Please, thank you for giving up. Bye. Thank you. Thank God I didn't install it. So let's work. I'll open it later. You're not familiar, Jerry. Mumbo. Work. Mumbo. Here are my extensions. I'm coming. Advanced. Okay, guys. Now, so if you are here, look at the screen. I might not be standing again, so you need to pay attention to the screen. Please, if you are not paying attention to the screen, I don't know. So please pay attention to the screen. Pay attention to the screen. I can't say that more. So now I want to create a new file. Control new. Everybody go to control new. Let's do that. Control N. Control N. Go. Control N. That's how to create a new file, right? You see it. Control N, right? So now I'm in my own recent. I'm doing custom because I've been doing this over and over again. So I'm on, right? Are you saying what you have here? Go to web. I'm on web, right? I want to make sure we are doing the same thing at the same time. Please. I'm on web, isn't it? And I go to common. I come to create, isn't it? Good. So now, if you are not seeing your workspaces, look at this guy I'm carrying up and down. Are you seeing beside are you seeing it on your toolbar at the left hand side? Are you seeing it? Is it there? Yours is there. Yours is there. Ma'am, yours there. Okay, so I'm going to show you. Is yours there? I think yours is not here. Your toolbar is there. So we have simple and we have advanced. Now look at the screen. Look at the screen. Guys, look at the screen. Kolade. Okay, so we have simple and we have advanced. Are you seeing it? Seeing it, or it comes in advance. Now look at the arrow, arrow there, right? It's going to give you yeah. Think, yes, the double arrow. See what I'm doing? This guy anywhere. Down your left click, right? And look at there are sometimes you don't. I didn't see mine. All right. So sometimes I don't get to see mine. So what I do is I come to Windows. Are you seeing that? I come to Windows. I go to my workspace. I go to my toolbars. Sorry, toolbars. Right? Toolbars, not my workspace. Windows, toolbars. Are you seeing it? And it shows me advanced or basic. If I come to basic, it returns my guide to the normal small ones. Do you get? But if I return it to the advanced, it gives me the normal, all the whole thing I need to see. Do you understand? Do you understand? So I advise you to always use the advanced because it makes your work easier. It makes you able to, navigate around what you want to do. Now, usually, we have another important thing here. Come to the left-hand side of your screen. Look at what I'm doing here. Are you seeing it? Right-hand side, sorry, because I'm left-handed. Are you seeing it? Now, we have essentials. If your own is on essentials, is your own on essentials? Yours is on essentials. Is yours on essentials? Mine is on essential classic. Do you know why I use essential classic? It makes every tool you need to see, it makes it come out, right? So if I come to essentials, probably yours is like this. Press V. Yeah, fine. Go ahead. Essentials, right? But now I want it to be on essential classic. Essential classic gives me all the tools I need, so it makes work easier for you, isn't it? Are you with me, everyone? Good. So I click up to essential classic. Everybody click essential classic, and it brings out other panels. You have color, you have gradients, you have color guide, you have appearance, you have graphic styles, you have asset export, artboards, you have swatches, you have brushes, you have strokes, you have gradients, you have transform, you have align, you have pathfinder, and you have layers. Are you with me, everyone? Are you with me? Okay, so let's get to work. So there's another thing you need to understand. Anytime you are being given something to measure up, remember I told you it's either you get it in inches or you get it in what is it called, in points or in meters, right, or in centimeters, however, right? So what I want to do now is I want to create another size of Maybe I'm giving a flyer, an e-flyer, and I'm told, oh, let the height be this, let the width be this. So what I would do is I come to my shape tool. Look at the screen. The first two tools I have here is my direct selection tool and my normal direction tool. I come to my shape tool. Have you seen my shape tool? Right? Are you with me? Everybody look at your shape tool, please. Look at your shape tool. Are you seeing the screen very well? Papa, are you seeing it? I don't have a reason to be concerned, but you are seeing the screen. Okay. So, shape tool. Once I click that, you see it shows me like a 4 arrow something. Are you seeing it? All right? And I just click once. Click once, just click once. Right? Do you have the same thing I'm seeing here? You don't have the same thing. Is your app opening already? We have the same thing, right? Hmm? Okay, so probably what I want to do is, let's say 5 inches. I put 5 inches in the width, and my height I put, let's say, 4 inches. It's right. It's going to originally bring me to the size of, right. So what I would do is I'm picking this guy and bringing it here. Do you see? 5'4". I'm just giving an example. It can be any other thing, right? Remember that anytime you want to pick anything, you have to use your V. Are we together? 5'4". And just press OK. Lift that thing out of the first outboard you are. Lift it out, lift it out, lift it out, pick it, go to the center, that center point, left click, lift it out. Click and drag it out. Good. That's it. Are we on the same page, everybody? Papa, are we on the same page? Kolade, are we fine? Bolu, are we fine? 5'4". Ianu, go and do data. Sorry, I need this. Okay, do data for him first. We need that Excel data. The Excel data. We're on the same page, everybody. We have to be fast, though. Are you seeing the time? We have to be fast. Move. Are you fine? Place the guy on the middle, right? See, are we on the same page? I highlight everything. It's how I highlighted everything. So I right click and I come to extract files here. Not extract files, extract files here inside that file. I click it, it starts extracting. And I put yes to all, isn't it? Right? Now you see all these fonts. All these fonts. All I'm doing, I see the right A, like there's an A. Look at it. All these guys that you're seeing like there's an A there. Those are what you are installing. Those are what you are installing. So I come here, I click, I press my control, I start picking all of them one after the other. Right? Are you saying? Through, I click everything, I click this, click this, click this, click this. Look at it now, look at A. Can you see? Yeah. I click that also. So then I right click. Are you saying? I right click, then I go for install for all users. If I click install, it might not be on all of my design platforms, right? If I open Microsoft Word, all this font is there. If I open PowerPoint, is there. If I open Photoshop, is there. Anything I open is on there if you install for all users. So I go for install for all users. And it shows me it's installing. So I already have this particular font. That's why it's showing me I already have it. So I'll say, do you want to? No, I don't want to replace it. Go ahead. No. No. Right. So we've installed this font. Where are we going back to now? We are going to our artboard. So we are here. We are here. Do you understand how to download fonts now and install it? Yeah? We can download and install fonts ourselves. It's important. That's why I had to go through this, the stress. Okay, so let's see how to make use of our different weights in typography, right? That's what we want to do now. Different weights in typography. So that's why I told you that it's important for you to download fonts that comes with different weights, right? I showed you a font that had four fonts, 5, some has 12. Those are what you should look out for whenever you are downloading fonts. Do you understand? I'm not saying you shouldn't download single fonts, but that helps you to vary your kind of the weight of your fonts. Do you understand? So let's go. So I'm here on my font. I've clicked this. Everybody do the same thing I'm doing now, please. Go ahead. Go ahead. Do the same thing I'm doing. Here, I'm using my bold. I'm using my bold. Are you with me? If you have the same font, don't worry, leave it. Or you can check for a bolder font, a font that is bolder, right? You can check for a font that is bolder. Check for a bolder font, everyone. Check for a bolder font. If you don't have variations here, check for a bolder font. Let me see. So, look here now. Everybody look at the screen. Look at the board. The screen is our board. Look at the board. Bolu, everyone look at the board. So this is what I want to do now. Instead of increasing this guy anyhow, I can come here and I can come to the guy here, right? I hold down my shift, left click, and I drag it. Can you see? Everybody do that, please. Leave the extracting. Just go back to your, go to the edge. It's going to show you an arrow. Not there, don't worry. Just go to the edge. No, that's turning. Look at it. There's a difference between this. Look at the screen. There's a difference between turning. This one is for rotating. Can you see? This is for rotating. I'm not rotating this guy. This is what I want. Can you see? So do that. Hold down your shift. No, Control Z. Good. Hold down your shift first. Hold down your shift. Right, left click, hold down your left click, then drag. Why am I doing it this way, everybody? Who can tell me why I'm doing this like this? It expands proportionately. Are we together? Team Papa, are you fine? Team Papa, are you fine? Team Abigail. Yeah. So the next thing I want to do now, I want to show you how to color your font. Right? How to color your font. And remember I told you something. I'm going to show you how to outline and how to put images, how to clip mask. Clipping mask, how to do your clipping mask. Those are the things I want to show you now. So when we are done with this, we start going to advanced stuffs, right? So let's go. So I have my font here, isn't it? I click it. Make it big, make it bigger. We're on the same line, isn't it? Good. So the next thing I want to show you now is how to color this guy. Good. Are we together? This is 12:30 already. Everybody, listen. Look at the board. Look at the screen. So what we want to do now is this is my. Now look at this guy here. Everybody, look at this guy here. We call it swap fill and stroke fill. Swap fill and stroke fill. Now look at it. If I want this guy to change to that, it shouldn't have any filling in between. It should only have black strokes as outlining. I can just click this guy here. Look at it. I'm clicking this. That means this one is stroke. The stroke. Do I want it to have stroke? No. If I don't want it to have stroke, it cancels. So this is the fill. This is the stroke. Do you understand that? This is the fill. This is the stroke. So stroke is just the outlining of the text. The outlining of the text. Are you with me? So if I cancel this guy now, let's say I cancel this guy. I come here. I say, okay, I don't want a fill here. You say, I don't have anything here. But if I come to the stroke here and I say, okay, I think I want a stroke. Look at where I'm going to. Look at the screen well. I come here, I pick a color. Can you see? Can you see? Do you see what I did? Everybody, let's do that now. Let's do that. I'm going to repeat it. Let me repeat it. This is where we are originally, right? Your text comes with originally as black, right? We have two ways to change this guy here. Either you come here, so I don't want this guy to be filled black. So all I have to do is either come to my essential panel here. Are you seeing it? I have fill, I have stroke. The same thing I have here. Are you getting me? But let's do it from here to make it easier for you. So I come to fill, right? You see on the swatches you have these none. Guys, are you looking at the screen? Yeah. I click none. But I come to my stroke here. You see these guys, they are both cancelled. That means none is showing. But I want my stroke to have a color. So I come to black. Do you understand? Do you understand? Now, yes. So there is a number, there is a point beside the stroke. Are you with me? There is a number beside the stroke. It shows the point. How thick do you want the stroke to be? So I come to, do you get? I can make this guy like this. Are you saying? Or I reduce it. This thing I've just done is used for designs a whole lot. It's used for designs a whole lot. So we are going to I'm going to show you how it's being used. So I increase the stroke. Are you saying? I increase the stroke point to 18. Let's say I increase it to, okay, let's increase to 20, right? I increase it to 20. Are you with me? Yeah. So I click on that text. I click on that text. How do I duplicate? Guys, how do I duplicate? Shola, how do I duplicate? What do I use to duplicate? Everybody that was in the last class, what do I use to duplicate? How do I duplicate a text or a Alt left click drag down? Can you see? It's already 2. Do you get that? If you want to do this the other way, you can go to Control Copy and Control Paste, normal, right? So I have this guy here now. Please look at the board, though. Look at the screen. Look at the screen. It's important you see this. I have this guy here. If I want to now make this guy turn to, I reduce the stroke. Are you saying? And I make this my stroke color white. I come to my pick. I pick this guy here. Do you get what I'm doing at all? So everybody, let's do this. Everybody do this now, please. Everybody, can you do this quickly? Let's do it. So when you look at this guy, it looks as if it's giving you a 3D feel, isn't it? Yeah. Right? So the first one should be on point 18. The first stroke weight, the stroke weight should be on 18, while the second one that you copied down should be on should be on 2. This guy should be on 2 and it should be white. Change the stroke fill to white. Yes. Yes. Let it be on 2 like that. Yeah, good. I just want to show you how to do that. Good. Yeah, good. So change it to white. Change the stroke to white. So we've done this. The next thing I want to show you now is how to... No, don't worry. Leave what you've done. So next I want to show you now is how to outline. How to do what? Outline. How to do what? Tim Papa, how to outline. I want you to concentrate because I won't be able to get back to this thing I'm saying. So I need your full focus. All right? Yeah, so we want to outline this text now. Look close. So I'm going to click this. Remember that you have to pick what you want to work on. And I press Ctrl-Shift-O. You see what you did to it? Can you see? So copy down your garnish, the garnish show. Copy it down, copy one down. And let's Ctrl-Shift-O it. Can you see? Let's outline it. Change the color to red. Change the fill to red. So these things are the basic. Increase the fonts. Increase the weight. Increase the stroke weight. Go ahead. Increase it a little bit more. So duplicate quickly. Let's go. How do you duplicate? Control Shift O. So all I just needed to do is to copy this guy down. That's all I did, right? I copy the garnish show down and I change the fill. Change the fill, change the color fill. Give it a fill now, fill it up with the color. Are you with me? Are you with me?
Yeah.
Now, so look at this. Look at this. You redo these things for me as your assignment. You redo these things for me as your assignment because I'm just showing you how to use typography, right? It takes a whole lot already, but let's just take it one after the other. This is what we do for today and for field. All right. So now look at this. We've outlined it now. What happens is what outlining does is that it makes all this text stand on their own, right? It makes it stand on their own, and you can bend anything to anywhere you want to do. Now, so what it does is, you see all those points there? Can you see? How am I taking this? I'm pressing my control and my shift. Right? What it does is, it turns every of the corners of this text. It gives it a point that you can change. You can make it look anyhow you want it to look like. Do you understand? So I'm going to show you. Look here. So the first thing I want to do is I want these guys to stand alone. So what I do is I ungroup. Everybody ungroup. How do you ungroup? Right click. Click the text. Go to your pick. Go to your pick tool. Always go to your pick tool. Pick tool. Yeah. Click it. Right click. Right click. Yeah. Right click and ungroup. Ungroup. Have you done that? Right click and ungroup. Mope, are you following it through? Pin. Are we together? Right click and ungroup. Right click on group. Right click on group. Are you fine? Yours is not ungrouping. So now click out. Click out, click out, click out. I don't want it on the line. Click out, everybody. Have you clicked out? Colade, are you on the same page? Click out. Have you done that? Now, so what this does is, look at, I'll be able to pick this guy one after the other. Can you see? Can you see? Can you see that? Are we together? Thank you. Are we together? So I want to make this guy look funny. So all I do is I can come here. Sorry. Yeah, I guess so. I can change this guy to black. Whatever I want to do. Change this guy to either gray or blue. I don't know. Are you saying? So I'm replacing them. Guys, you are doing the same thing I'm doing though. So start doing it. Let's go. Let me be done so you do it. Yeah. Okay, he did this by himself. So do this. Are you seeing what I'm doing? Continue. Are you doing the same thing I'm doing? So let's go. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Garnish show. Okay. Do this exact thing that I'm doing. Just, you can change the color, but arrange it this same way. Right? Are you seeing what I'm doing, everybody? Sure. Good. Just do any color, anyone. I just want to see how you arrange this and how you change the color. That's what I want to achieve. Are you with me? We've been able to disintegrate our fonts, right? Our typography. We've been able to disintegrate it, and we can do anything we want to do with it, right? So let me show you an example of doing anything with it. Look at this guy. What did I do? You know, I copied it, right? Look through. Now look at it. When I press Control, can you see? Can you see what it's doing? So how do I change this guy? I want to redo it. I want to change the corner and everything. What tool do I use? I use my pick tool. Yes, the pick tool A. Are you with me? Have you seen it? Have you seen it? I've changed it. Now look through. There's something we call parts. Look at this part here. When I click this part, it shows me these two small points. Are you seeing? I can drag this guy up like this. I can bring this guy like this. Do you get? So what this guy gives you the opportunity to do, it gives you to manipulate your font to anyhow you want it to be. So when somebody is looking at your font, they'll ask you, where do you download this kind of font from? Do you get? They won't know that, oh, you are the one who did it yourself. Are you getting it? So this guy looks cartoon-like, isn't it? So you can do this. Yeah, you can do this to any of your fonts. Do you understand? Good. Now, let me do the clipping mask I told you we are going to do. So please pay attention. Oh, window. Advanced. Okay. What are you saying, Bolu? Bolu, I'm with you. You've gotten your answer already. Thank God. All right, so this is what I want to do. I want to make this guy, I want to make it filled up with another thing entirely. So let me do gradient first. Let's do gradient. Please, everybody look through very well. So gradient, you have a gradient tool here. And this is it. You have two gradient tools. This here on your toolbar is a gradient tool. This also here on your advanced essential graphic classic is a gradient tool. Are you seeing it, everyone? Papa, I want you to look at the screen. Sorry, Ping the screen. Okay, are we together? Are we on the same page? Good. So now what I want to do is I want this guy to have different colors, filled with different colors. Now remember that if I do not outline this text, I won't be able to do this. You must outline it. And how do you outline? Control Shift. Oh, good. So I have this, I click on my gradient. Now it brings something like this, right? Are you with me? Guys, look at the board. Don't write first. It's more of seeing now. It's more of seeing, right? So I click this guy. You see what he has done? I click that gradient place. Let me do that again. Right? From my gradient tool, I open my gradient tool. Remember, I pick this guy. This is what I want to do gradient. I pick my gradient tool here. And I click that color bar there. Right? Are you seeing it? So it has turned into black and white. That's not what I want. So look at these two dots here. That shows where the gradient is. Do you get? So I double click. I do what? Double click. 1, 2. It brings it out. It brings out the swatches. Are you with me? I pick this guy here. Are you seeing it? This one. I double click also. and I pick, let's use him, this guy. Did you see it? Now, if I want this guy to have more than one color, see, I come here, sorry. Are you seeing what it's asking? Are you seeing what is under that mouse? What is under the mouse? Plus. Are you seeing the plus sign? Huh? I click it. Immediately I click that plus sign, it creates another gradient marker. Are you getting it? I swatch this guy here. Probably I want another color to be there. I double click. Huh? I turn it to, let's say, it did. It come out. The plus came out. Are you getting the gist? Let me redo it again. Can you see it now? Can you see it? Can you see? You're not holding anything. Put it on it. It will just show it. You're not holding anything. No. Look at the mouse. The pointing mouse. Look at it. This point mouse pointing. Look here. Look at it. Have you seen it?
Yeah, that looks like a diamond.
The plus sign below. Yeah. Look at the plus sign below the mouse. The okay. You've seen it now, isn't it? Good. So that is how you pick your gradient. Are you with me? Are you with me? Have you done this, everyone? Please, everyone, do this, please. Everyone do this. Are you with me? Then we have the color sliders. This is the color sliders, the gradient slider. If you maybe you want one color to be more dominant or you don't want it to be more dominant, this is where you change the sliders, right? Are you seeing the effects? Everyone, are you seeing it, please?
Yeah.
Good. Are we done with this? Do you all understand? Look at it here. This diamond guy is up here. Huh? Those are the color sliders. But if I want to create another gradient tool, another marker, I come here. Are you with me? I click this guy. I create. Oh, sorry. Guys, do we understand this to this point? I just click once. Huh? Guys, are we together? Yeah. Are we together? Good. So now I've done this. I've done this. So that's how to pick your gradient. Now there's one other thing you have to learn in gradient. There's one other thing you have to learn in gradient, and that is picking the angles of your gradients. Now, it shows me things. You have the linear, you have the radial, and you have the uniform. Right? The radial picks the gradient from middle. Can you see it? It picks the point. The point is starts showing the gradient at the middle, at the center. That's why this is showing at the center. Can you see? Can you see that? Can you see that? Freeform can come anyhow. Huh? Oh Lord. Freeform can come anyhow. This is because, okay. Right? Can you see? So you start doing what you want to do from the freeform. But I don't want to do that. Uncle, go back here. Good. Are we together? So now there's something we call the slider. Now this is the guy you used to do the slider, gradient tool, here on your advanced panel. On your advanced, Good. So I click this guy. So originally it brings out a line. Here you can now start picking. Oh, this is the angle I want it to come from. No, I want it to come like this. Oh, no, I want it to come like this. Oh, no, I want it to go straight. Do I want to go straight? No, I want it to come from down. Can you see? Can you see what it's doing? Can you see what it's doing? Do you understand? That's the gradient tool on your advanced panel. The one on your Essential Classic here helps you pick the colors. Do you understand? The one on your advanced tool, advanced panel here, help you pick the angle. Do you understand? Okay, so you have two gradient tools. One is your Essential Classic here, by the left-hand side here, right? This is it here, the gradient. It picks the color, right? It helps you arrange the colors you want. Are you with me? The one on your advanced panel here picks the angle you want the color to start from, right? So I've picked this here now. I'm showing the angle. Can you see? Guys, do you understand this? Do you understand? Give the angle, right? You can start from it. It picks where the color starts from. What light color starts from? Where the dark color starts from? Are you with me? Kufa, are you learning anything? Are you sure? You can practice this thing alone at home. Are we on the same page, everyone? 104. We have just 10 minutes to leave this class. How many minutes more? Give me.
105.
130. Thank you, ma. That's our coordinator. Okay, so, right? Do we understand? Shola, you have somewhere to go to. Okay. I was just asking the way you were looking at your phone. Maybe you were looking at time. All right. So, do we understand this? The gradient tool on your Essential Classic panel, what does it do? It picks the while the one on your advanced panel picks the what? Picks the angle. Do we understand? Do you understand this now? Good. So I'm going back to my picture. So here we are. So the next thing I want to show you now is clipping mask. Clipping mask. So I'm going to pick an image from my so many guys here. So let's say I'm picking this guy. I'm dragging it into my you know the process I'm using to do this thing, right? Do you know the process I'm doing? You know how I'm doing it? Let me do it again. I come to wherever my image is. I lift it like this, and I bring it to my app, where my app is on my app taskbar, and automatically it brings me into my workspace here, right? And what do I do to reduce this guy? Shift, left click, drag down. Do you understand? If you don't do it like that, it's going to do what? What will happen if I don't do it like that? It's going to spoil the form. And whenever you are dragging anything, don't drop your control first. Don't drop your control first. Drop your left click first. Do you understand? Guys, are we together? Okay. Do you understand? So I just picked an image and I brought it into my workspace. Shola, the same way we did our carrying of one house to the other house. Remember now? Yeah. So now, look at this. Please pay attention. I guess this is the second to the last thing we'll be doing today. So I have my H here. And what I want to do is, I want to bring this image into this text. I want to bring the what? Into the text. I want the image to fill this text. Are we together? So the first thing I have to do, I have to make sure that, oh, see, scaled. I have to make sure that this guy will fill my text. Okay, so I click this guy, I bring it to the front of this brush here. How do I bring front? Control Shift. How do I bring front? Control Shift, what, bracket, isn't it? Do you see that? Have you seen what I've done? I've not grouped them. I've not grouped. I only put it at the front. Then the next thing I want to do is I press my shift down. Right? I press my shift. I highlight each of them. I highlight the image and I highlight the text together. Are you seeing that? Please, you do it yourself now. Just see what I'm doing. I highlight the image and I highlight the text. Are you getting me? The next thing after that is I right click. And after I right click, you see group or clip, make clipping. Do you understand? I will do it again. I brought in the image, right? Like this guy, I put it up on my image, right? It's at the front. If it's at the back, you have to bring it to the front, right? So after I click out, I highlight the image, I highlight the text. How do I highlight the image and text? I press Shift down and I click on the image, I click on the text. Do you get that? Then I right click. Right clicking and I see clipping mask. Do you understand it? Do you understand it? Abigail? It's your laptop. Let me do it again. You are going to do assignments on these things. So, yeah.
From that point where you brought
And
then you brought,
It's simple. Okay, let me understand. Let me understand your question. Let me understand your question. Finn, are you with me? Let me understand your question again. Oh yeah. Of the image. Okay, so you can actually make it bigger if you want, depending on the aspect of the image you want your text should show. Do you understand? Are you seeing what I'm? If I wanted to show, just look at. Can you see where it's standing? If I wanted to show just that two popcorn area, that's where. If I don't want it to show, I just wanted to show this color site. That's where I'll shift it to. Do you understand? It depends on what you want to achieve, right? Do you get? If I want this guy to be smaller, just help me highlight popcorn. I'll do that. I'll just make sure that it's only showing my popcorn area, right? Do you get it? Then I highlight. Shift, I click the image. Shift, I click the text, right? Then I right click and I go to make clipping. You see where it's showing? Do you understand? So everybody, let's do this. Pick an image, any image. Let's go. Any image in your system. Mupeya, pick any image. Let's do this. Make it bigger. Let's go, guys. Let's go. Are we together? Okay, no problem.